Welcome to Oak Tree at Home. Today we're going to be looking at 3 awesome spring-themed activities to do at home with your little ones. Our first activity will be rainbow plates. These are the materials that you'll need to build your project. Yellow paint, yarn, paper plates cut in half, scissors, cotton balls, a hole puncher, and pre-cut construction paper. Our students are super excited to get started. To start, punch 5 holes into the flat side of your paper plates. We love singing songs with our students during times like this to keep them busy while we're setting up. After stabbing holes into the paper plates, grab 5 strips of your pre-cut construction paper in assorted colors and punch a hole at one of the ends as shown. Next, equally measure and cut 5 strips of yarn per student. We used 5-inch strips of yarn, but depending on your student's motor skills, you might need to use a longer strip of yarn. Here's the tricky part. You'll have to model how to lace the yarn through the hole of the paper plate as well as the hole of the construction paper for your students. We let our students lace the yarn through 1 strip of construction paper at a time. Tie knots so that it would stay, and then encourage them to lace the same strip of yarn through their paper plates. This activity really helped our students develop better visual perception skills and gain precursor skills for shoe tying. Lacing is a great way to develop fine motor skills, bilateral coordination skills, and motor planning skills. After your students finish lacing all 5 strips of construction paper, it's time to paint. We're going to take our cotton balls and use them to distribute the yellow paint across the paper plate to resemble the sun. Be sure your student is wearing something you don't mind getting paint on. You can allow your paint to dry as is, but we decided to garnish our sun with googly eyes and a happy face. And this is how they turned out. Next, we'll be making paper plate ladybugs. These are the materials that you'll need to build your project. Paper plates, red paint, a paintbrush, googly eyes pre-glued to black construction paper cut into semicircles for the head, and construction paper cut into circles for the ladybug spots. The prep and setup was much easier for this activity. We gave a paper plate faced upside down to each student along with a paintbrush and allowed them to paint the entire surface of the plate. Painting is a great way to build hand-eye muscle coordination and build concentration skills. We allowed the paint to dry overnight and came back to glue on its spots the next day. For its head, we flipped over the paper plate and allowed our students to glue the base of the ladybug head to the edge of the paper plate, as shown. Here's another look at how they turned out. For our last activity, we made letter association flowers. Every day in March, we've decided to make letter association activities, and I thought this was equally a great and simple spring-themed activity. For your materials, you'll need orange construction paper, pre-cut out green construction paper in the shape of the letter F, as well as in the shape of leaves that will be placed on the flower, pre-cut out pink construction paper in the shape of a flower, and pre-cut out orange construction paper in the shape of small circles. After distributing the orange construction paper and your letter F cutouts, flip each letter F over and allow students to apply glue to the back of them. Instruct your students to flip them back over and smooth out the surface to properly glue the letter to the construction paper. Next, allow your students to do the same with the leaves, applying them to the stem of the letter F, and apply the flower and the circle to the head of the letter F. At the end of our activity, we took advantage of how colorful the project was and practiced some color recognition with each student, pointing out orange, green, and pink. Here's another quick view of how our students' projects came out. We really hope you give these activities a try. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to hit that bell notification to get notified the next time we post a video.